All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Wednesday. Better yet, happy National Signing Day across college football. Appreciate you all tuning in, guys. We have got a packed show, a lot to get into, taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. 843-790-3377. That is 843-790-3377. Again, very excited, guys. We've basically been live all day long. Certainly want to hear from you. Again, your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. I'm Chris Phillips, host of the Daily Crow, the Spurs Up Show. As always, social media is buzzing. Gamecock Nation is buzzing. A lot of news to get into here on a Wednesday. I see Brack Todd Smith, Brennan M., Christian Travie, Darius Chance, Phil, the entire crew's here. Sean O'Brien, what's going on, guys? Also, the Big Cock Club Discord, here, the TDC Questions channel. The TDC Questions channel, to be sure that your questions are answered. Heck, another one. I even missed this one. Key Mullins has entered his name in the NCAA transfer portal. Guys, I want to get into that more in just a second. Again, lots to get into. As signings roll in, we've got announcements via the transfer portal, the NFL draft, things that are going to inevitably affect the Gamecocks bowl game, of course. A lot, and I mean a lot, to dive into, and I want to hear all from you as well, your thoughts on it, guys. Before we do that, I do want to tell you about our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Guys, they're young but experienced and aggressive attorneys. They're both former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies but switching sides. They both worked at larger law firms where they represented hundreds of clients at a time. And guys, they both left to start their own law firm because they understand you're not just a line item, not just a number. You're a real human being, and you should be treated as such. They're a small boutique law firm that treats their clients like family. Guys are going to know who you are and treat you like a client and not a number. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself and involved in any type of accident, no matter what it might be. The last thing you should be dealing with and worrying about is dealing with paperwork, the insurance company. Let the experts over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you. They use the latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Again, guys, let them take care of everything for you. You don't even pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami's in Columbia, Curtis in Charleston. They handle cases statewide. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, give them a call today. In Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in their Somerville location, 843-388-3368. Or, of course, your one-stop shop, their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information. Again, guys, our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you guys. I'm going to mute you guys for just a second so I can fix the cord here for the call-in line. Give me just 1 second. I don't want you guys hearing the buzzing, and I don't know what's going on with the cord. Give me just 1 second.
One, to send a voicemail.
All right, there we go. Should be good.
Two.
Phil, what's going on, my friend? How are you?
Pretty good, Chris. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well. Appreciate you asking, man. What's up?
Happy National Signing Day, Gamecock. How are we feeling about everything? I mean, Chris, how you feel about the class coming together?
I feel good about it. It's funny, man. I feel like the news around the team right now is just as big as the actual recruiting class itself. And again, you sit right now at you've actually dropped to 22nd. You've dropped to 22nd in the country, but you only got 21 commits. I think you probably got a couple more to come, but I think certainly the other news with J.J. Nigbari announcing he will forego the bowl game, and get ready for the NFL draft. Jason Brown entering the portal, Key Mullins entering the portal. I think that news today is just as big as the signing class. But overall, feel good about the class, man. I mean, like we talked about this morning, I think you're going to go heavy with the high school prospects on the defensive side. And then I think in the portals where you're really going to lean for your playmakers offensively. And, of course, you've got your quarterback, you've got your tight end. But, no, I feel good about it thus far.
Awesome. I feel good about it too, man. Anything above 25 is pretty dang good. Would love to finish at the top 20, but, it is what it is. If we don't get to there, we still got Spencer Rattler and Wagner coming in, so that's huge.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to talk me off cloud nine with Rattler as your quarterback. I'm
Sure.
feeling good. So
Absolutely. wanted to, bring up a Mr. Popularity question, throwing it out here to the fan base. How do you guys feel about just these unlimited transfers and guys not fulfilling or getting to the finish line with their college career and not playing in a bowl game? Not just to you, Chris, but just to everybody in the chat, everybody that's listening. Does that bother you in any way? It's like, so a lot of the old heads, grew up with these values like finish what you started, finish the job, do all of these things, and fulfill your commitments, right? And with people just transferring left and right, and not playing in bowl games, are bowl games, unless you're in the playoffs, going to become essentially meaningless because you have no idea who's going to be on the roster at that point?
Right.
Again, it's just more along the theme of college football is becoming more and more unlikable. Now, a lot of people that's going to listen to this are going to smirk and say, "Phil, you're crazy. You're a North Carolina hillbilly. You don't know what you're talking about."
Right.
But all of this together, and even more of our stars that either started at Carolina or came in and were developed, are choosing not to play in the bowl game and, reach the finish line in their college career. I know it's about money. It's all about money. But it used to not be that way. College athletics used to be just about development of players, especially at a high level, and then education, right?
Right.
So it's a little bit of a bummer. And as a Carolina fan, we're kind of held hostage in our fandom of this school and the university of the athletic program. So we're going to support either way. But you guys feel with all of this together, all of the things that some people are like, dude, I don't like this, with it all coming together with college football, do you find it harder to support, or are we just all like okay with all of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my question to you and everybody else there.
Yeah.
And that's all I got for you today. I am overall happy. More of this stuff comes out every single year, and it's getting worse and worse. So it just makes me raise some questions in my own mind. Like, how much do I want to invest in this as a fan going forward? That's just my question to everybody.
I think that's very fair. And I've seen that already on social media too. So you bringing it up, I expected that to come up with finish what you start. Is it quitting? Do you view it as it's ruining the game, the transfer portal? And I'm sure that's something we're going to talk about a lot today. Obviously, I was definitely going to dive into. But I'll tell you this, man. As long as coaches can up and leave, I will never blame a player for improving his own situation. Sure. And, I think, and I guess I can speak directly to you, Phil, as well as everybody else, the harsh reality that fans need to come to grips with that, listen, it happened last year with J.C. Horn and Israel Mukuamu, and it happened, some people, believe it or not, on social media are going after J.J. Enagbare and others. Hey, guess what? Your favorite players don't love your school as much as you do. They don't. Absolutely. They're not. Right. Listen, school pride is a thing for fans. It's not a thing for – these guys were recruited by a bunch of different schools. You know what I mean? So they didn't – most of them – some of them do now, but most of them don't have this school pride where I'd rather die for my school and die to win the Duke's Mayo Bowl than take care of my own paper and go to the NFL draft. That's just the reality, man. So I'll be honest with you. The transfer portal – this is a hot take. It doesn't ruin my love for the game or make it less interesting. It makes it more interesting, in my opinion. And I guess maybe I'm saying that because we just picked up Spencer Rattler and Austin Stogner. I mean, it's certainly making it the Wild Wild West and it's free agency. But I think this, and again, maybe I'm saying this because my view is skewed and we picked up Spencer Rattler. But, God, it's greatly benefited us. I mean, it's actually been a fun offseason, in my opinion. Or it hasn't even been the offseason yet. But, so I don't know. I mean, certainly it's something, listen, the parachute comes down on the way out, as my good friend Josh Pate says, and it's something we're going to continue to learn as we go with how do you handle the transfer portal and how do you handle how many times guys can transfer and stuff like that. Certainly there's got to be regulations around it, but I'm sorry, man, as long as coaches can just up and leave and they're getting paid these ridiculous salaries, and coaches, hey, let's solve the buyout problem first. Why are coaches getting paid $13 million to walk away when they ain't worth a damn? So, I just, So, I mean, I don't know, man. Listen, I don't love guys opting out of the bowl game either, right? Would I rather see J.J. Enagbare play? Yes. I don't understand really why Jason Brown's not playing. But, hey, it's his decision. Who am I to say what's best for the kid? Whatever. So, again, fans are never going to like it. Because, again, college football's changed, right? Jadeveon Clowney was the number 1 overall pick. He could have sat out the entire 2013 season. Not only did he not sit out the season, he played in the bowl game. So, but that was 2013, 2014. This is now. You know what I mean? And it's just so much more. It's so much more excused. It's so much more excused, if you will, to do it. It's just kind of the normal thing. So I don't know, man. There are different takes on it, and you can have the bold. I'm not going to die on the ledge of telling a kid he's a quitter. I'm not going to call JJ Enagbare a quitter because he wants to take care of his paper. Hey, how about Quan White? Is he a quitter too? I mean, I just, it's just not a ledge I'm going to be willing to die on, man. Again, I'd love for them to play. Don't get me wrong. I'd love for them to play. But do I blame them do I blame JJ Enagbare for chasing the first round bag and skipping out on the Duke's Mayo Bowl in the process? No, I can't do it, man. I'm not wired to get all irate and upset because JJ Enagbare wants to. I mean, Debo Samuel did the same thing. We still mad at him. I mean, it's going to continue to happen every year, man. That's unless you're in the playoff, it's going to happen every year.
So, I mean, obviously things are changed, and I just want to remind people about, you get a recruit. He pledges to play for Carolina. He signs on the dotted line, and for maybe 2-3 years, he sits on the bench and develops his game and waits his turn, and then he becomes a starter. And then finally, after his career is over with, he finishes and then goes into the NFL or goes and starts his career, which is most of what these guys are going to have to do. They're not going into the NFL, even if you're on at an SEC level. You might get a shot, but it's not going to be a long-term career, right? So those days are gone, and it's just kind of sucky that is no longer the case where you can really feel good about the players that you have because they're with you for 4 or 5 years. They become a part of, the legend, the lore. This guy waited his turn, and when he got his chance, he shined at our school.
Right.
So, I mean, obviously I'm talking like I'm 50 years old when I'm 37, but there's something to that.
Yeah.
Especially as fans, right? Those people will always be remembered more than the guys that are just chasing the money.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't totally disagree with you, man. I guess it just depends on the kid and how you're wired. And I mean, I wouldn't you can say, well, if I was in that situation, you don't know what you do though. But I mean, listen, some guys are wired differently than others. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Matt Corral, he could opt out, but guess what? He said, Lane Kiffin gave me the opportunity and I love these guys I play with and I'm gonna go, dude. I think also too. Let's be honest. You have to factor in the situation we're in, man. When 5, 6, 7 years down the road, we hope we're in the playoff. But let's just say we have a year like Ole Miss and we're in the Cotton Bowl or whatever. We're in a big bowl game. We went 9-3, let's say. When it's been Shane Beamer's been here for a while, and these are all guys he all recruited, and it's all his recruiting classes, and these guys grew up together and stuff like that. I think it makes a lot more sense then. Now, dude. JJ Enagbare is not even playing for the coach that recruited him. You really think he cares? I mean, honestly, he's like, you know what? I fulfilled my obligation. I went through the coaching. He came back when he didn't have to. You know what I mean? He came back when he did not have to. So I just, I don't know, man. I think that in that situation, I think maybe that's something you won't see quite as much of. You won't see quite as much of, when a coach is there longer and, he's built that foundation with those players. I mean, dude, I got to be honest. I mean, again, I transferred in college. So how much can I really say?
Right.
I mean, I transferred after my junior year because my head coach after my freshman year got fired. Again, I wasn't an SEC athlete by any means, any stretch. But my freshman year, my head coach got fired after that season, stayed my sophomore year, stayed my junior year, was in a shitty situation. I dipped out. And, I mean, it was a great decision that I made. So it's hard for me to come down on a kid, man. If he thinks he's going to better his situation by leaving, like a guy like Key Mullins, he just entered the portal. Is he a quitter? No, he just had 3 catches in 2 years. I can't blame the guy for wanting to get out. Yeah. You just signed Stogner. I mean, sure. Jason Brown. Now, do I wish Jason Brown was playing in the bowl game? Yes, I do. Yeah. But I guess if he feels that he can get a jump start on talking to schools and going on visits and, then so be it, man. Whatever. It is what it is. And again, I understand. I'm not trying to call you an old head, but I get the old heads out there that back in the day, we would just go 0-12 and just play every game out, or we'd go 6-6 and play the Liberty Bowl like it was the Super Bowl. Dude, I totally get it. But unfortunately, I think if you die on that ledge nowadays, man, it's just you're going to be the unpopular opinion because college football is not that way anymore. It's just not. It's unfortunate. You can look at it as unfortunate, but it's just the reality. You can either accept it or you can't. So.
Sure. All right, man. That's all I got for you today. I think this is a conversation that we'll have to have multiple times.
Yeah, no, I think it's a never-ending debate, man. I mean, it's a fair conversation. It is. So I appreciate you, man, as always, your perspective and the banter as well. So.
Go Cox.
Hey, go Cox. Take care, Phil. Thanks so much. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls. Got a couple of slapdicks in the chat today. I see a couple of slapdicks, a couple of Georgia slapdicks, Clemson slapdicks all over the chat today. Good to see you all. John Gibbs, what's going on? Appreciate you all tuning in. TDC Questions channel. Questions are popping today, by the way. How about this? Travis Hunter, originally committed to Florida State, the number 1 rated prospect in all of recruiting. Originally committed to FSU, flips to Jackson State. Bro, if you don't think that was just a completely money-driven decision, then you were out your mind. Yep, Travis Hunter, Jackson State, Deion Sanders got his guy. What did you miss? Grown Maine. Here we go. Let's jump to the phone lines here. We got a lot to get into.
From
Darius, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Okay, so I got a question about the decommit that we got. How do you think that's gonna affect our defense next year?
Jay-Sean Barham, you're saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you obviously lose a big time part of your class. I think that they will replace him accordingly. I mean, I think you still got a lot of other quality linebackers in the class. I mean, I don't think that your defense all of a sudden just takes this massive hit and you're not going to be worth a damn on defense anymore. I will tell you this. It makes getting Stone Blanton that much more of a big deal. So, but, again, that was obviously the shocking news of the day, and I'm not sure what's to come the rest of the day. Don't doubt Shane Beamer, what moves he might make. But, I just, it's unfortunate. It is what it is, man. It's we kind of saw the shitty side of recruiting this morning where, I mean, you know what? Hey, we got a guy, Stone Blanton, from the state of Mississippi, and he changed his mind. So, who knows, man? Barham commits to you on Saturday. He's from Baltimore, Maryland. Did people locally in his circle get in his head? And was he homesick? And I look at it this way, man. When you look at it and you just inject perspective in the situation, you can say this. You know what? If that's where he wanted to be from the jump anyways, it sucks he committed to us. But you know what? Good thing he just went ahead and flipped. Because you know what would have been the worst? Him coming on campus and getting homesick and then just transferring after the spring. Like, what good would that have done?
That would have been worse.
Yeah, so I just,
not putting 100% in the game too. So
right. Yeah, I mean, I wonder when the staff was informed. Was it shocking to them as well? Because certainly, I mean, we got on social media this morning, and I really thought that like it was like a joke, or maybe that like I thought Maryland maybe had the tweet scheduled and they didn't realize that no, we're signing him. So I don't know, man. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, listen, it's part of recruiting. It's part of recruiting, and so.
And another one, is this our best recruiting class that we ever had? Because I've never seen a recruiting class like this.
No, it's not the best, my man. I mean, you got to look back at 2007, man. We had the 7th ranked class in the country, so I would be very hesitant to put. And here's the thing: how good is the recruiting class? Right, that's the question everybody asks now. Well, just how good is the class? We won't know for 3 to 4 years, right? I mean, the 07 class, you look back at it, it was ranked 7th in the country. But the reason the 07 class was so good is you look back and look at all the guys that were Gamecock legends, contributors, the Garcias, the DeMarcos, the Travian Robertsons, the Melvin Ingrams, the DJ, the list just goes on and on and on. So, that was the one thing I will say that I agreed with Will Muschamp with when he said that is that, people will ask, well, how good's the class? How good do you feel that class will be? We won't know, for 2, 3, 4 years until these guys get on the field and turn into the type of players they're going to be and contribute and help us out. So, I mean, again, now I wouldn't, it's far too, unless we had a top 5 or even a top 10 class again, there's no way I would call this the best class. But I think, again, Shane Beamer's first full class, and we're not done yet. I think it's a very good class. I mean, again, top 25, that's all I really want. If you're top 20, that is huge. You bring in Spencer Rattler, you bring in Stogner. I think you have, I think it's been a successful class. Again, we still got the rest of the day to go. A lot can change. And again, the transfer portal is going to go far beyond today as well. And hey, there's going to be some guys that sign in February as well. So it's not over yet, but no, I think the class is shaping up very well.
Yeah. And Shane Beamer, man, Shane Beamer has exceeded my expectations. I've never seen Shane Beamer is doing the damn thing way better than Will Muschamp has done to me.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I think Shane's doing a great job, man, for sure. I think he's doing a great job, and getting his team to a bowl game, like I said, and having a top 25 class. Yeah, I think it's been a hell of a job thus far. Again, it's going to be a process. You got to continue to build, but the Gamecocks, you could argue, I think certainly have had the blockbuster move of the of the recruiting cycle and of the transfer portal at minimum with the Spencer Rattler stuff. And, it's going to be hard to talk Gamecock fans off of cloud nine for a couple of weeks at minimum with that Rattler news. So,
you got that right.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, it feels good to be good in that regard. And, so.
All right, man. Thank you, man. Spurs up, man.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Spurs up. Appreciate it. 843-790-3337. Send me, guys. It's 843-790-3377. Again, I want to continue to take your questions, your comments, your calls. Elvis DMD says, any word on portal off players coming on board with Rattler signed? Maybe rephrase that question because I'm not exactly sure what you meant. Keith says, do you see it washing out to be a top 15 class? I don't think it'll be a top 15 class. Now, you already dropped to 22nd. I think it'll be a top 25 class for sure, but I don't know. We'll have to see how it shakes out. Brian Lattimore, no chance unless we get some crazy flips. Somebody sees that coming for 22nd now. All right, let's jump to the phone lines.
Call from
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Herb Street.
To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Robbie, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. And I got some good news for you.
What's going on?
The T-shirt is in the mail.
There we go. Attaboy. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you. That's the best news of the day.
I listened to the basketball game last night, and from what I heard, we did really well.
We beat their ass. Yeah, for sure. We beat their ass. Yeah. I mean,
yes, it was an absolute back alley beatdown. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, I mean, we were playing a team that lost by like 80 to USC Aiken. So I think we did exactly what we were supposed to do. So, but either way, it was a great W. Yeah, it was a great W. Either way.
Either way, it was a W. I don't care. But Martin's son had a double-double, doggone it.
He did. Brandon Martin had a great night. Mike Green was our shoot award winner. Mikey Green wet from outside. So, yeah. It was a great night, man. Again, great night to empty the bench and get a lot of guys in there that don't normally play and just keep momentum rolling. And, yeah, so now bring on the team from the upstate on Saturday.
Yep, that god-awful orange and purple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But to add to what with this whole sitting out bowl games and stuff, to what Phil said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get it to why they sit out, right? Because all it takes is one horrible, like I've told you before, all it takes is one really, really bad injury, and that money's gone.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's for sure. That makes a ton of sense. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, listen. Do I like guys sitting out? Do I want to see more of guys sitting out the bowl game? No, I don't. I don't enjoy it. I don't like it.
Either.
I don't like it by any stretch. I guess I've just come to accept it. Like, it just is what it is. It's a part of the game. Now, again, a case like JJ Nigbare, I totally get it. You're projected first round. I get it. Yeah. Quan White, I would have loved to have seen Quan White play the bowl. Hey, Jason Brown, I would have loved to have seen Jason Brown play the bowl because, guys, it's no guarantee he's ever going to take a snap for an SEC team ever again. So why not take advantage?
Right.
But, again, I guess I'm just not willing to die on the ledge of again, talking like an old head and saying you're a quitter. And, I mean, so.
Right.
I don't know, man. It's
I mean,
it doesn't happen in other sports. I'll be honest. Like that doesn't happen in baseball. Have you ever heard of a guy opting out of the regionals? Could you even fathom that? Opting out of the regionals? That doesn't happen.
I've never seen it.
Opting out of March Madness? Hell no, it doesn't happen. Hell no. But it's just part of the reality of the new day and age of college football. That's it.
Yeah. And we've got, 15 days till the bowl game?
We have
15 days till the bowl game?
Right. 15 days, yes. We do.
I don't care who plays in the bowl game. All I want us to do is win. I don't care.
Facts.
Because like you said before, we have not had very many bowl wins or bowl appearances. I want to see us go into this bowl game, take care of business, go back to South Carolina, and after beating the Tar Heels' tail, and get us a bowl win. That's what I want to see. I want to see us get this bowl win convincingly. I might add. I want to see it happen convincingly. I don't want to see a close one. I want to see it. I want to see us dominate from start to finish. And I think Beamer and the coaching staff will do that. And then about an hour later, I'll call my cousin and rub it in his face.
Hey, by 1 or by 50, I'll take a W either way. By 1 or by 50, it doesn't really matter to me, my friend. By 1 or by 50.
Oh, me too. But I just want to see us dominate for once and every now and again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to see us, basically from kickoff to 000. I want to see us dominate
for sure. Now, and we'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk more. We'll talk more about that game the week of. But I feel good about it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. How do you now? Do the girls have a game today or no?
They play at Duke tonight. Yes, lost in the shuffle. Gamecock women do play at Duke. The 15th ranked Duke Blue Devils.
Okay, so they play Duke tonight. Okay.
Yes.
And also, I can't wait till baseball season because I love baseball season because the closer we get to college baseball season means we get to watch a baseball team that's really good this year.
That's a
I
fact.
do think we're going to have a really good team this year.
That's a fact.
I really think that we could wind up hosting the Super Regional this year. Just from what I've heard, I think we could.
Yeah. No, I think it'll happen, my guy. I think it'll happen. For sure. Robbie, we're going to take some more calls, my guy. I appreciate you calling in. We got a ton of people trying to get in on the line.
Okay.
Yeah. Appreciate you, my guy. Take care. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We're taking your questions, comments, calls. Guys, we're going to jump into a quick break. I know it's an early break, but I think the phone lines, I might need to play with them a little bit. So I'm going to get this fixed. Again, I want to continue to hear from you. By the way, guys, I'll leave you on this note. Again, we're going to talk Gamecocks, obviously, but it comes out. Barstool Sports and Penn National Gaming have reached a deal with the number one high school player in the nation, Travis Hunter. This deal is rumored to be in the millions. College football has changed, folks. College football has changed. So if you're wondering why Travis Hunter went to Jackson State, hey, what's good for Dion is good for Barstool. It ain't no secret, my guy. It was all a money deal. It was all a money deal. So, no doubt. Either way, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Slapdick Clemson fans, Slapdick Georgia fans, and a bunch of great Gamecocks in the chat today. I want to continue to hear from you all. 843-790-3377. Taking more of your questions, your comments, your calls as well. On the other side of the break, you're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, ladies and gents, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I feel like the comments are just a complete shit show right now, by the way. We have literally just trolls on trolls on trolls leaving comments. So, guys, if you want your actual questions answered, either call in, text in. Would love to hear from you. But the slapdicks have taken over the comments, especially on YouTube. How do you find this show, by the way? If you're an opposing fan, again, that's how I know the show's doing well, because how are opposing fans? I don't know. I don't get it. Let's see. We got a question here. Chris, my guy, hell of a week to be a Gamecock. Brighter days ahead in 2022. Let's forget about the other great recruits and the amazing job Shane Beamer has done so far. And think about this. Let's just say we all got coming in is Stogner, Rattler, and Braden Davis for next season. Just those three guys and the amount of depth they put on this team. How much more do you think we improve next season with just those three guys? I mean, you need everybody else, man. You need offensive line. You need playmakers on the outside. You need depth on defense. I mean, I wouldn't just say just those three guys all of a sudden. Now, if you took those three guys and added them to this year's team, yeah, I mean, certainly I think you're an 8-win team, no doubt. I don't think you beat Vandy by a single point. So let's jump back to the phone lines, guys, already. Here we go.
Dave,
we're rocking, we're rolling. Dave, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey man, I'm a little aggravated, man, to tell you the truth.
What's going on?
You do have a couple slap dicks in the talk, the live chat.
Yeah.
Dog Diggity want to joke about Connor, Shaw, and cancer. That shows what a lowlife he is, and talk to the Paul. You know, you can come into somebody's and be respectful and talk trash on a friendly level, but I kind of take exception to the way they're doing it. And talk to the Paul. You talking about sucking and cocks. If you got a cock, you better spit it out. It don't belong to you. Have a good one, Chris. I'll talk to you later.
Appreciate it, Dave. Well said. Daddy Dave just called in and just dropped the hammer. Dropped the hammer, sir. Thank you, Dave, for that again. I haven't even really been reading the comments. So yeah, I mean, if you're making cancer jokes, and I mean, come on, bro, you're scum of the earth, just literally gutter scum. So, Dave, appreciate the call, man. That was David Garrick, my good buddy David Garrick. Appreciate it, man. So, yeah, you're making cancer jokes, man. You're literally scum of the earth. So, trust me, karma works, baby. Karma works. So if you're doing stuff like that, then it'll get you. It'll get you. Let's see. Cody Sharp, Keenan Nelson Jr., have we heard when he's supposed to sign? If he hasn't already signed yet, I think this afternoon, not 110% sure, but, definitely signing with the Gamecocks. That's a big pickup too, man. I know he committed way early in the summer, so I know a lot of people kind of forgot about that one. He's a big-time prospect. Let's jump back to the phone lines here.
Call from
Zachary, what's going on, man? And when you say it with your chest, my guy, so everybody can hear you.
Chris, what's with the trolls in the chat today, Chris?
I don't know. I have no idea. They were waiting too, because I mean it was as soon as we hit noon, these guys are in here. So whatever, man. It sucks to suck, and it is what it is. So, but either way, it's not going to stop our vibe today.
Yeah, I mean we got a solid recruiting class. We got 2 big transfers. I don't know what there's to troll about us. We made some improvements on the field. I don't know what there's to troll about us.
I don't know
this
man.
year. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Again, you got, like I mentioned yesterday, you got one coach in Shane Beamer who's crushing and bringing in a good class and taking advantage of the transfer portal and is player-centric, player-focused. Then you got a slapdick in the upstate that just wants to double and triple and quadruple down on, guys shouldn't be paid, and the transfer portal's ruining college football. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about. So, hey, if you want to die that way in the college game, then so be it.
Yeah, and I see that he's made a lot of he's done it again. He's promoted from within again. I'm kind of questioning that. I'm like, I think your offense kind of struggled because you hired from within. And I don't know if hiring from within is really the best thing to do. I guess that's how he wants to do his program. He just wants people to spew his North Spring pack. I guess that's what he wants, and I guess he doesn't want anyone coming in with their own ideas. And like I said, hey Chris, you said it's cold up there. Maybe I'm getting a little worried. I'm getting a little worried for the kids up there.
Yeah. Either way, anyways, man, I appreciate you calling in. Any thoughts on the recruiting class or anything else? Well, I don't want to spend all day talking about the trolls and social media. So.
Oh yeah. The recruiting class, I like this. This is a class that I think evaluation was key. You're coming off of 2 years where you won 6 games, so evaluation was key. And I think you definitely have found guys like Landon Sampson's definitely. I think he can come in and make an impact right away. Carson Henry is definitely a kid who I think he's got a mean streak in him. I think he's also was very underrated and undervalued on the trail. And I think evaluation was key. And I think that this coaching staff did a lot of really good evaluating.
Yeah, for sure. No, like I said, I'm happy with the class, man. Like I said, finishing top 25, that was really my goal. Obviously the Barham stuff. The Barham stuff this morning sucked, and it just kind of showed the crappy side of recruiting, and it is what it is, man. It happens. It happens. Flips happen. Kids change their mind. Whatever. All we got's all we need. And when you factor that with also picking up Spencer Rattler and Stogner from the transfer portal, I mean, I think, and we're not done yet. But I think it's been a successful day thus far. And again, it's only 12:41, so we're still rocking and rolling. There's a lot to. I think there's still a lot to unfold. Look at it that way. So.
Yeah, I see it like this. I see it for every Barham there is guy who just flips. You got an Emory Floyd who could have flipped. He had every reason to flip. He was getting reached out by Georgia, by Florida. He was getting reached out by some very high-profile schools, and he didn't flip. So I think for every Barham you got out there, you should be grateful for a guy like Emory Floyd, who definitely could have flipped, and he didn't flip. So I think that's something we need to be grateful for.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, you go to Mississippi and you get Stone Blanton, he flipped. So it giveth and it taketh, right? Just like the transfer portal, it giveth and it taketh away. So, it is what it is. And you either adapt or you die. You either embrace the transfer portal, you embrace the NIL, you embrace this new day and age of college football, or you die and you don't, bottom line, because it's going to keep going with or without you.
Yeah. And, with one thing I need to mention, I'm not really worried about Rattler. I'm not worried about his attitude. I'm not worried about his play. I'm not that worried about it. I think with everything that happened last season, with how well he played in 2020, and you have to realize there was a lot of expectations on him, and he had Caleb Williams breathing down his neck, and he had the legacy of 2 Heisman winners and a Heisman finalist there, and playing at a great program like Oklahoma. And I think there was a lot of pressure on that kid that no one really saw. And I think that along with some other things caused him to struggle and not have that much success there. But I think here is a change of scenery, and he'll be able to breathe.
Yeah, and you think that a guy like Shane Beamer obviously is the dude to get the most out of him, and that will be the goal and the expectation. And obviously, again, anytime you have the opportunity to pick up a guy like Spencer Rattler, I mean, you do it. Bottom line, I mean, the guy's plus 700 right now to win the Heisman Trophy next year. So a great pickup by Shane Beamer. Like I said, I'm not worried about the attitude stuff. I mean, again, Shane Beamer wouldn't have added a player to his program if he felt like he was going to be a negative addition. Fully believe that. And, I'm excited he's a Gamecock, man. I trust me, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that Spencer Rattler is a Gamecock. Thrilled.
Yeah. Yeah, and as for Jason Brown, I'm grateful for everything he did. Chris, I wasn't the biggest Jason Brown fan. I'm still happy that he did all the things he did, but, I just wish him best for wherever he goes now. Like I said, the kid seems like a really great guy. So, yeah. Yeah.
No, for sure. Now, listen. I'll talk about more about that in just a second. But, certainly, man, I think that, without Jason Brown, you're not going bowling. So I wish him the best. And, hopefully he finds a situation that works for him and he can pursue football at the next level.
Yeah. All right, Chris, that's all I got for you.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Zachary. Thanks so much for calling in, man. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Again, on this signing day, as you expect, Phone lines ringing off the hook. Let me get into a couple of these texts. I know I got a couple of you getting after me for not getting your text. My guy P-Dawk says, how about Dabo's coordinators? This may be the time it bites him. Yeah, that's a victory for Gamecocks football. P-Dawk also says the portal's amazing for schools like us, hurts the Clemsons, Georgias, Floridas, LSUs of the world. Well, I mean, you look at it as, hey, you got a bunch of good football players, and, they're not all going to play, and they don't want to sit the bench. And, hey, it's hard to get drafted off the bench, right? I mean, the days of DJ Shockley and Dylan Thompson and guys waiting till they're a senior to get their opportunity, it's just not going to happen, man. It's not. Why would you do it? Why would you do it? So when you can freely transfer to wherever you want to go. So this is the new day and age of college football for sure. I will say on the note that Zachary made. And again, guys, I apologize if I'm not getting your comments in the comment section. It's just a complete mess in there. So if you guys can get it, get it together, whatever it is, what it is. Anyways, I'll have a clip coming out a little bit later on social media. But, yeah, to Jason Brown, again, do I wish he was playing in the bowl game? Sure. But I will tell you this, because Gamecocks football is on the rise. We're on the way up. Things are only going to get better from here. And that's not to say that we're going to win an SEC championship in 5 years or a national championship or what have you. But, 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now, and we look back and, we're having success. And, I think it'll be very important to look back on this season and remember and say thank you to Jason Brown. Because without Jason Brown, this team doesn't get to a bowl game. There's just no way. This team does not get to bowl eligibility if Jason Brown doesn't get the opportunity, doesn't earn the opportunity, I should say, and do the most with it. And I will say Jason Brown provided us with two of the most fun nights at Willie B that we've had in recent memory. So, again, thank you to Jason Brown. And, again, I'll have a full clip coming out a little bit later today. But thank you to Jason Brown. Thank you to Jason Brown for what he did for the Gamecocks. So, let's see. Again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Coach Ford, any word on Weiss transferring to wide receiver? I have not heard anything. No, I think he's been pretty close to the vest about it. I haven't heard anything about Theo Weiss Jr., the wide receiver from Oklahoma. Haven't heard anything. So, again, the transfer portal is going to continue to go beyond today, guys. They don't have to sign today. It's going to go beyond today. That would be a huge get. That's a get you obviously want very badly. Wanda Wells says, is Zeb willing to play? Yeah, Zeb's been practicing. So, yeah, Zeb has been practicing. And, I would assume he's going to be your starter. in the bowl game. So, Jesse Jacobs says, heard that Weiss is staying in Oklahoma. So, maybe so. Savannah Webster, more curious about the offensive lineman. Bray, yeah, for sure. We need O-line help. There's no question. AJ Bowers says, dude, this kid committing right now, Jawan. I've got the 247 live stream. Jaron Willis, he's like Dak Joyner's twin. So they look exactly the same. Anyways, let's see. AJ Bowers, Key Mullins into the portal. Yeah, saw that. Not surprising.
Brian.
Here we go. Brian, what's going on, man? How are you?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy signing day, my friend. What's up?
So I just wanted to throw out a quick note about the transfers and whatnot. A lot of people need to understand that when you go through transition in a program like we are, kind of going in an upward trend, you're going to have transfers and stuff like this. Kids are going to want to go elsewhere because they see better players coming in. That is all part of the plan. That is all part of the notion. You got to have some turnover at times whenever you have better players coming in. That's the transition of the program going in the right direction.
And Brian, I'll stop you. I'll stop you real quick. Who? Let's just take a second. Who have we had hit the portal that was some shocker, or that just didn't make sense? I mean, who has hit the portal that didn't make sense? Any of them?
I wouldn't say
anybody
shockers per se.
I mean, most of the guys, I make sure to include most of them. Hey, this guy's into the portal. He played this much, and it's like, okay, yeah, he had 3 catches in 2 years, or he played in 5 games in 3 seasons. There hasn't been the biggest name to hit the portal has been Jason Brown, and I mean, what do fans? I mean, again, I'm a Gamecock through and through, but what do fans want the kid to do? Sit on the bench the rest of his career? He obviously ain't going to play. Some people saying, come back and battle it out. Bro, stop it. We know Spencer Rattler came here to be the starting quarterback. No shit. Like there's no honor in that. There's no honor. Just because you were dead set on getting your degree from USC doesn't mean he is. He don't give a damn. He came here to play football. He didn't come here to play school. He came here to play football.
Right.
He can go get a degree from anywhere. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much nailed it. I mean, he has. It's not a commitment to the school per se. He's committing to playing football. So, when you have better players come in, you get people like your Jason Brown who they want to play football, so they're going to go elsewhere and play football. That's why he came here, just because he was given the opportunity to play football. He got that opportunity, and sometimes you need players like that fill that that void at that certain time. There's no guarantee that void's going to be there the next year, but that's part of the process. You have to continue to develop your team. I hate to say it, but Shane Beamer, he doesn't owe Jason Brown anything. He doesn't owe any of those guys anything. I mean, he preached whatever he had to preach at the time. He gave them their opportunity, and sorry, but when you get better players to come in, he's got a job to do, and that's to win football games.
I mean, so, Shane Beamer more than fulfilled his obligation to Jason Brown. He said, hey, I'll give you a scholarship. We'll put you on scholarship at an SEC school. We'll give you the opportunity to win a starting job and win playing time. And he did that. So, yeah, I mean, listen, do I wish Jason Brown was playing in the bowl game? Yes. Yes, I do. But, hey, if he feels it's in his best interest to pursue other options and go ahead and get out in front of it. And listen, I mean, Shane Beamer's going to do what he's got to do to improve the roster and make this a better football team. So listen, all Shane Beamer can do is be honest with the kid. So it's like, hey, we brought in Spencer Rattler. Guess what? We brought him in to be our starting quarterback. It's up to you now. It's up to Jason Brown now to make the best possible decision for him with that information in mind. Again, as I said on social media, I don't know if you're a USC alum or not. I know many people tuned in are, and this will just go out to all USC alum. School pride is a fan thing. School pride is an alum thing, right? These guys are doing what's in the best interest of them. Their number one goal is to play pro football. Most of them. You know what I mean? So Jason Brown's not going to sit there, or anybody for that matter is not going to sit there and say, well, I wonder how Carolina fans will feel about this, right? I should finish what I started, because they're not thinking that way. They're just not. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people just got to be realistic and realize that,
you can either accept it or you can't, man. You can either accept it or you can't. I mean, bottom line,
he's doing the best he can to push us in the right direction.
Right. And I mean, dude, from what
decisions that are made.
Yeah, from what I heard, Jason Brown wasn't thrilled about Spencer Rattler being added to the roster. And hey, on the other side, I'd say tough shit, man. This ain't Pee-wee football. It's not, this isn't Pop Warner, man. People's jobs are on the line. People's livelihoods. They got families. This is how they put food in their families' mouths. Like, they got to win games. So
yeah, there's no participation.
Can't blame them for doing what's best. Hey, the portal's there, man. The portal's there. You can go somewhere else. And so, hey, Jason Brown will probably go to a lower level school, and now he's got SEC film to lean on, and that's good for him. Great. I mean, Carolina did nothing but favors for Jason Brown. Again, thank you to Jason Brown. I've said that many times, and I'll continue to say it, but the relationship between Jason Brown and South Carolina was mutually beneficial. There's no question, right? I mean, it was. Certainly it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think the biggest thing is, people just need to understand that the stuff that's going on right now behind closed doors, I don't view it as a negative. I don't think anybody should. Of course, there's going to be, some things that you may question going on back there, but, I can promise you it's in the benefit of Gamecock football. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Hey, at least we're not talking about Marcus Satterfield today. At least there's that.
That's very true. We may be talking to him, about him in a couple weeks, but
yeah, for sure. Oh, we definitely will. We definitely will. So
hey, I think Marcus Satterfield will look like an offensive genius next year.
Helps when you got a 5-star quarterback. For sure.
Damn sure don't hurt. I know that.
Does not hurt.
All right, man. I just want to drop that in here. Catch you next time.
Appreciate you, my man. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day. 843-790-3377. That's 3377. And right on cue, Coach Ford says, since you brought him up, time to make a move. I hear you. Michael Samuels, Chris kicked Paul out of the chat. I don't think I actually have the ability to kick people. Yeah, I don't have the ability to kick people out of the chat through here. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what you want me to do. So I don't know what you want me to do. Again, 843-790-3377. Michael Samuels, a great question. Will E.J. Jenkins follow him? Will E.J. Jenkins follow? Who knows, guys? Who knows? Again, it's the wild, wild west out there. The transfer portal is going to happen. I mean, listen, again, I get it. Listen, I get where fans are coming from. We all want our favorite players. We all want our favorite players to love our school as much as we do. Okay? I get that. I understand it. I do. But the reality, ask some of your friends that are college athletes if you know any. You know, not everybody does or gets to, for that matter. Not everybody gets to go to the school that they grew up a fan of. Not everybody does. That's a very rare thing. Right? So it's just the reality, man. It's just the reality. Again, 843-790-3370. Yes, Lance, the beauty is in the banter. The beauty's in the banter. Absolutely. Got tons of texts. Let me get into these. Tons of texts. Tons of texts here on a Wednesday. Signing day. Sean O'Brien says, do you genuinely see another quarterback of ours transferring with Rattler and Davis coming in? If so, any thoughts on who it might be if one of them did? Doty will be back. I 1,000% think Doty's back. Obviously, you got Braden Davis coming in. I don't think any others are leaving. I mean, maybe Colton Gauthier, maybe. Because somebody's going to be a fourth stringer, right? Somebody is. Somebody's going to be the fourth string. It's going to be Rattler, Doty or Davis, right? So that's three, then Gauthier. So could Gauthier bolt? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But somebody asked, is Colton Gauthier going to play in the bowl game? I hope so. Kodak Black Voice. I hope so. I'd like to see Colton play. I mean, it would be cool, I guess, for the story for Zeb Nolan to go out with a victory in the bowl. I mean, that'd be really cool, if you will. But hey, it's just all about who gives us the best chance to win. Bottom line, who gives us the best chance to win? You know, I want to win the bowl game. If we're going to play it, we might as well win it. Right? Got another text here. I hear Barham committed to us for clout. If true, glad he's not here anymore. Jesus Christ. Who knows, man? Who knows? OMG Duckett. Braden will redshirt more than likely. Yeah, I think it will be silly not to do that. I mean, again, you've got Spencer Rattler. Nobody else. I mean, again, that's why Jason Brown's hitting the portal. Guys, he ain't going to play. I mean, bottom line, he ain't going to play. Christian Carver, Gunnar Stockton, who was one of our interests at one point, just committed to Georgia. My guy, I'm pretty sure he's been committed to Georgia for quite a while. He might have just signed, but he's been committed forever. So, Xavier Short officially signing out of Chapin. Looks like he's actually going to be a tight end for the Gamecocks. So, Again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls. Guys, I want to continue to hear from you here on this signing day. Gamecocks class now sitting at 22nd in the country with 21 total commits. I think there's definitely still more dominoes to fall. Your class in the SEC ranked, how about this, ranked 10th. You're ranked, with the 22nd best class, you're ranked 10th in the SEC. I mean, it's tough sledding, bro. It's tough sledding. It really is. All right, let's jump back to the phone lines here.
Call from
Chris.
Chris, what's going on, man? You're on the air. What's up?
I'm good, man. Love the show.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Few things here.
I believe I don't have a problem with these guys opting out for these bowl games. I remember one year Jalen Smith played with Notre Dame. He was a top 5 pick, got hurt, and dropped to the Dallas Cowboys in the second round. Top 5 pick got dropped to the second round. And he got one big contract from Dallas, and then he went over to Green Bay. And, he didn't even play 1 or 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't blame him about that. But also, you got these guys here that have dreams and aspirations of making it to the league. So why would you actually sit on the bench for 2 to 3 years, unless you play for Alabama? Because that's practice. So you're going to get your shot. When you get your shot, strike while the iron is hot. And then third, I would rather have a top 30 class. And if Shane Beamer builds our program through the transfer portal, knowing that, these guys may be there a year, maybe 2 years, but we get into a New Year's Six bowl, or we playing on New Year's Day. I take that any day of the week instead of going to the Duke Mayo Bowl. And then my last thought is, who do you think will transfer first? Luke Doty or the kid that we're picking up, Brandon Davis? I'll listen to what you have to say. Brother, have a good holiday. Thank you
so much, Chris. Appreciate it, man. A lot to unpack there. First, who will transfer first, Luke Doty or Braden Davis? I hope neither. If I guess it's not even if, it's just when. Listen, I'm not giving up on Luke Doty as a contributor here. I think Luke Doty, and I just said it, your favorite players don't love your school. I think Luke Doty is all Gamecock. And if he's got an opportunity to help this football team at a different position per se, the number one thing you can't allow to happen to Luke Doty is what happened to Dak Joyner, where you feel like his skill set was just thrown to the wayside. Man. You really didn't get the most out of the kid, and it's unfortunate. Dak Joyner never really flourished as a big-time player for you. And it's unfortunate, again, because he does have a skill set, but it never came to fruition. And it was egregious lack of development by the first staff, his staff, if you will. Not the first staff, but the last staff. So you just can't let that happen to the kid. So if Braden Davis is all he's cracked out to be, I think that he will be groomed under Spencer Rattler. But again, guys, in the transfer portal times, who knows? You might go get another quarterback next year. Truly. So God, there was so much to unpack there from that call as well. Chris, I apologize if I forgot some of your questions. No, I think Shamer's going to continue to utilize the transfer portal, no doubt. I think he'd be very wise to do so. Jason Brown posting a highlight video from his time at South Carolina on Twitter. Very interesting. Anyways, yeah, I think they're going to continue to hammer the transfer portal, no question. So let's see, 843-790-337. So my guy P-Dawk texts in. P-Dawk texting in saying, is Jaheim Bell going to have the number one bench press in the country for a wide receiver? I have no idea, man. I don't even know what his bench press is right now. So recruiting rankings right now. My guy John hits me up. Recruiting rankings are crazy. ESPN has Salk on a 16th overall and 6th in the SEC. Rivals of the Gamecocks 20th overall and 9th in the SEC, and 24/7 is the Gamecocks 22nd overall and 10th in the SEC. So take it for what it's worth, man. Again, you got a top 25 class. Good deal. Good deal. Now the job is to develop. Now the job is to develop the hell out of them and continue to pick up guys in the portal is what I would say. Yeah, that's something Darrell Wall Jr. brings up, and I want to get to Coach Ford on that. I would love to get Coach Ford's thoughts and opinion. Would love to get it. We'll jump to the phone lines first, and I'll ask Coach Ford a
Call
question.
from
Hunter.
Hunter, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Dude, just hanging out, man. What's up?
Not much. So, yeah, I got a question. I think, what was that game? Texas A&M. When we were playing Texas A&M, I feel like he should have brought Colton Gothier in. And that was just the most embarrassing game because I don't know why he kept bringing Zeb in the whole time.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen Colton play at some point, but I think you were
Like,
probably
he
going
had
to
plenty of opportunity too, especially with Clemson. Like, that was the most embarrassing game. I stopped watching that second quarter.
Well, let me just put it to you this way, my guy. Colton Gauthier played in one game, and it was EIU. I think if he was ready to go, I think he would have played. Listen, I don't. Coaches are not out here making millions of dollars playing favorites and putting guys in because, like, obviously Colton Gauthier wasn't ready. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else you can say. I mean, I think you still get your shit kicked in by Texas A&M and your shit kicked in by Clemson if he plays or not. I mean, I get the whole experience thing. I do. I would have loved to have seen Colton play, but I mean, he didn't even sniff the starting lineup, bros. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how, I don't know.
Yeah, and
I don't know. I'm not in the room. So.
I believe Colton was a 4-star out of rivals too when he got out of high school.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, he had like 30 offers. So.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't know why he wouldn't just put Colton in play. I feel like Luke Doty would probably be the first to enter the transfer portal because I don't blame him because he got like 1 4-star, you got a 5-star that came out of high school and already transferred to South Carolina. So I don't blame Luke Doty.
I mean, I won't blame a kid either. I won't blame any of those guys out of that quarterback room. I mean, Spencer Rattler's going to be the guy, and Braden Davis is coming in. And, from there, you just got to figure it out. I mean, again, that's why Shane Beamer gets paid the big bucks because he's got to figure it out and, put guys in best possible position to be successful. And, again, like I said, all Beamer and the staff can do is be honest with guys, and it's up to them to, to make a decision from there.
Like, I just seen Colton Gauthier's story on Instagram. He looked like he was practicing for the bowl game, so hopefully he's going to be playing in the bowl.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's either going to be Zeb or Colton. That's the only options you got. So.
Yeah. But, all right, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate the call, my man. Thank you so much. 843-790-3377. Guys, I will tell you this. I think it's going to be Zeb Nolan. I mean, dude, Colton Gauthier didn't even come close to sniffing the lineup, right? Didn't even come close. So what would tell you that Colton Gauthier is going to be the guy? I just, Pete Hawks says, I sure hope Colton was practicing. Yeah, we only got 2 quarterbacks, so I sure as hell hope he's practicing. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. But again, so the thing I wanted to ask Coach Ford, though, regarding Marcus Satterfield, I'm not sure if he saw it, but Spencer Rattler literally cited one of the reasons he wanted to come here was because of the pro scheme and the scheme and the system that Satterfield has implemented. So, I mean, what do you say to that? I mean, what do you say back to it? I mean, I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. That's just literally what was said. Spencer Rattler literally cited the NFL scheme as one of the reasons he wanted to play at South Carolina. So, I mean, do adjustments need to be made? Will adjustments be made? Yes and yes. But I'm just curious. I mean, did that make you cringe? I mean, what do you think? Would Spencer Rattler come here if he thought that he was going to get crushed every play because the offensive line was terrible? So. Like I told you guys, this is why I've been playing devil's advocate for weeks. And I told myself I'm breaking my own rule about not talking about Marcus Satterfield, but here we are. This is why I've been playing devil's advocate for weeks. Because, guys, again, that's why I said, what if Shane Beamer and Sat, what if they believe in the system and the scheme? And they just feel like we don't have the players to get it done. But it will be done, and it can be done with the right personnel. That's why I've played devil's advocate. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, there still could be a change. I have no idea. I don't. But as I told you all before, and I will say it now, hey, Jason Brown is in the portal. So whatever. I'll just go ahead and say it. If I had to choose between either getting Spencer Rattler or let's just say Phil Longo, and I'm talking to everybody out there, but I think Coach Ford needs to hear this as well as much as anybody. If you gave me the option, you can either have Spencer Rattler, but you're keeping Satterfield, or you can have Phil Longo, but Jason Brown's going to be your starting quarterback, or a freshman Braden Davis, give me Spencer Rattler in a heartbeat. Because I tell you what, Spencer Rattler is going to make Marcus Satterfield look a lot better than Phil Longo can make Jason Brown look, or a freshman Braden Davis. And I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. Bottom line. Bottom line. I'm not sitting here telling you adjustments don't need to be made. Maybe the adjustments can be made now that you have a legitimate quarterback. No disrespect. Maybe there were things they wanted to do that just could not be done. I don't know. But if I had to pick one or the other, I'm taking the quarterback every single time. I'm taking the quarterback every single time. So, I elephant dare you. I elephant dare. Elephant dare you. Oh, man. Coach Ford, sure, if we can steal a ton of five-star transfer linemen every year, we can be great. Not likely to happen. Rattler's a one-and-done deal likely, then where is Satterfield? Coach Ford, who cares? We're talking 2022. I'm not talking 2027. I don't give a damn. We need to be better on offense next year. Not in 2027, next year. So, again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We're rocking and rolling here on a Wednesday, National Signing Day. And, guys, if you can't get your questions in right now, we'll be live tonight, Tin Roof, 5 to 7. Would love to have you come on out. $3 draft's going to be one hell of a time talking National Signing Day. Heck, the conversation at Tin Roof, guys, honestly might be, and it probably will be at this point, the podcast for tomorrow because, I mean, what am I going to do? Wait till like 9 p.m.? 9 p.m. to record I don't know. We'll figure it out. But either way, going to be a hell of a show at Tin Roof. Looking forward to seeing you all there. $3 drafts, tendies, $3 rumple shots. I mean, great night to have a night. Shane Beamer's call-in show going live from 7 to 8. Going to be a great time. So, again, guys, I want to continue to hear from you. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. More of your questions, your comments, your calls on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, so we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. Again, National Signing Day. Hey, at least you're not a Florida State fan today. My goodness. Can you imagine losing your top prospect to Jackson State and Deion Sanders, and they all want the head coach fired? Money talks, money talks, money speaks, money speaks. That's it. Money speaks. Here we go. 843-790-3377. Guys, you guys call in, text in, whatever you like. Very exciting day, man. These are just days as a content creator, man, you dream of. We woke up this morning, did Twitter Spaces, which Twitter Spaces is going insane today. Did Twitter Spaces, went live on streaming and stuff like that. So, yeah. Anyways, want to continue to hear from you. Phil talking about Dak Joyner playing quarterback in the bowl game. Negative a zillion % chance, Phil, that would happen. Negative a zillion. I hear you, but negative a zillion. There's no chance in hell that will happen. If Dak, I'll tell you this. If Dak, and I appreciate Dak Joyner. I appreciate Dak Joyner for his contribution to Gamecock football and sticking it out, just wanting to be a Gamecock. But yeah, if he really wanted to play football and play quarterback, he should have left 3 years ago. Just my opinion. Let's see. Here's the text. You just said coaches don't play favorites. I did indeed say that. Do you think things would have been different if Jason Brown had been number one quarterback from the beginning of the season? Luke Doty was playing with an injured foot. Then Nolan was knocked out on the field at A&M and put back on the field. If North Carolina's any good, I hate to see what's going to happen to Nolan. If the O-line doesn't protect him any better than they have protected all season. Well, here's the thing. So whoever texted in this question, here's the thing. Jason Brown obviously wasn't ready. They actually mentioned that he wasn't ready. So does the season play out differently if Jason Brown's QB1 all season? I don't think so. I don't think so. And again, I know there were some of you out there that were, now the team knows that our quarterback's back there and they don't have the wrong guy. It's like, no, we just finally blocked against Florida and ran for 284 yards. And Auburn, we had a hell of a game defensively. We did enough offensively, don't get me wrong, but listen, I'm happy for what Jason Brown did. Thank goodness he helped us get to a bowl game. But was Jason Brown the savior of Gamecock football? Like, I think that's a little extreme. To think that we would have won 8 or 9 games if Jason Brown's starting from week 1. No. Do we really want to go down this path? Because we can. We can. Again, I got nothing but love for Jason Brown. But Jason Brown, for example, in the Florida game, did nothing Luke Doty didn't do the entire season. He just had a run game to help him. I mean, Jason Brown, going back to that game, threw for like 150 yards, guys. I mean, it's not like he carved up a defense this year. So, yeah. I mean, again, that's taking nothing away, but if you really want to have that conversation. So, again, to go back to what you said and say, did Jason Brown, if he'd have been QB1 from the start, does it change anything? No. I mean, he was put in the EIU game and did not look ready. Do we agree on that? Didn't look ready. So, yeah. No. And I'll tell you this, guys. If the Gamecock staff had been playing the wrong guy the entire season, what does that say about them? What does that say about them? So, again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. Let's see. Again, I said what I said in regards to your favorite players are not fans of your school like you are. Guys, I don't say that to be like a jerk and like, oh, your favorite players just don't like your school. They have no school pride. Like, I'm sure JJ Enagbare loved being a Gamecock. Like, I would be willing to bet on it, right? That he loves the USC. He loves being a Gamecock. But when it comes down to it, in regards to making decisions for their own future, guys. You know, you're going to put yourself first. People don't love anyone else more than themselves. So JJ Enagbare is going to make a decision for himself, not for you, not for me, not for the boosters at USC. He's going to make it for himself because he's the one that has to live with whatever decision. He's the one that has to live with if he got injured in the bowl game. And whether you agree or disagree with that point, you can either live with it or you can't, because now it's widely accepted for players to make those type of decisions. So, again, I'm not sitting there saying that, none of your favorite players, love USC. Of course they do. I think certainly. That's why you have alums that come back and show love to Carolina. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to making a business decision, they're going to side on their way. More often than not. I'm not saying they shouldn't. Hey, guess what? Deebo Samuel opted out of the bowl game. Is he any less beloved by Gamecock fans? Does he not come back around USC and everybody loves him? Yes. So, JJ Enagbare will come back around South Carolina and, be adored, be loved. I mean, nobody's going to have an issue with that. Nobody's going to have an issue with that. It is what it is. Dislike it in the moment. It is what it is. I don't love it, but it is what it is. Coach Ford, yet Satterfield played Doty hurt over Jason Brown. That tells you a lot about Satterfield. I think that tells you a lot about Jason Brown at the time, Coach Ford. Again, by all accounts, Jason Brown wasn't ready. So, again, we're literally going back like 2 months talking about games that happened 2 months ago. Either way, it is National Signing Day. Gamecocks. Let's see. Deion Sanders just doing the most. Let's see. Yeah, Gamecocks, looks like their class right now is 23rd. Let's see. Anyways, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Again, Coach Ford is neither with Doty ready. Coach Ford, let's just all agree that the quarterback position was a mess this past season. It was. It was. Bottom line, it was. There's no debating that, denying that. The quarterback position, unfortunately, was a mess. And maybe yours truly jinxed it, because I said in the preseason, oh, isn't it so nice? We just have Luke Doty as QB1, and we don't have to worry about guys, a quarterback competition or a quarterback controversy. And I think, like, right after I said that, all hell broke loose. So, and guess what, Coach Ford? When your quarterback position's a mess, your offense is going to be a mess. That's just no secret, my man. It's just no secret. When that position's not right, none of the positions will be right. You ain't got quarterback figured out, you ain't got shit figured out. So, bottom line. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. At least now we're actually having chatter versus the bullshit trolling we had early in the show. Let's see. Yeah, Pete Alk does actually make a point here. Coaches do play favorites, and their favorites are guys they think are going to help them win. Yes, I mean, if you want to look at it that way, yeah, their favorites are the best players. Yeah, no kidding. Guys who help them win games. That's it. Luke Boyd, who's going to play quarterback in the bowl game. Luke is definitely out. He had surgery. I got to think it's Zeb. I mean, listen, people say Colton Gauthier. I mean, did Colton Gauthier do anything this season to make you think that, they're going to all of a sudden just start him out of nowhere? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see. Aaron Thompson, offensive line, is still the biggest issue. Yeah, certainly, no doubt. Tell you what, all those good feelings from Spencer Rattler and Austin Stogner committing, they feel like they just gone out the window. Try to cheer up, Coach Ford. Try to cheer up a little bit. We got a game changing quarterback. Just try to cheer up. Yeah, Gamecock fanatic. So Stogner's overall in NCAA is 90, and Spencer Rattler's is 88. 88. Let's see. Could Spencer play in the bowl game? The answer is no. No, he cannot play in the bowl game. No, you can't play for two schools in one season, and the bowl game counts as the same season, so no. When he said it's funny that Clemson fans say Oklahoma lost to Clemson when Spencer wasn't playing at the time, they must really be jealous. Yeah, I don't do. Who gives a shit what Clemson fans say? If there's trouble in the locker room, there'll be trouble on the field. Yeah, I agree with you. Hey, listen, again, like I said, guys, be patient. We got a bowl game to go through. We've got a lot still to happen. I think there's a lot still to happen for sure. So just try to use some patience. Let's see. Eight 843-790-3377, guys. 843-790-3377. So yeah, P-Dawg, I did see Spencer's header on Twitter. Yeah, I did see that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm thrilled he's a Gamecock. Absolutely thrilled. He's a Gamecock. And by the way, your guy Spencer Rattler follows us on Instagram. Shout out QB1. Might be time to drop that Spencer Rattler merch, eh? Or I should say QB1 merch. Please don't come after me, Spencer Rattler. QB1 merch. Tyler Watts says Jenkins transfer with Brown. That's a great question. I have no idea. I mean, guys, again, I say this. If EJ wants to come back, fantastic. If he leaves, are we losing some All-American wide receiver? I mean, I don't think there's much reason to go because I think he'll have plenty of opportunity to play. I do. But as we said it all season, it's no slight, but it's just a fact. Just because you're 6'7", it doesn't make you a good wide receiver. Just because you're 6'7", it make you a good wide receiver. They both went to St. Francis for a reason. Stars aren't everything, but I mean, they both went there for a reason. Just saying. If he goes, he goes. If he goes, he goes. E.J. Jenkins' offers out of high school, guys, were St. Francis, Old Dominion, Delaware, Delaware State, and Monmouth. So, yeah. Just saying. Aaron Gibson, no one here knows Rattler's locker room influence better than Shane Beamer, and he chose to sign him, so in Beamer we trust. Indeed, Beamer we trust. Yeah, he wouldn't have brought a guy into his program if he thought anything other than this guy's going to be a positive impact on our program. Brian Jarrett, Raymond Brown. I thought Raymond Brown committed somewhere. Am I wrong? He most certainly committed to Maryland. Yeah. And I think signed. So, no, we do not. We do not have a shot at him. We do not. Oh, Raymond, hold on, wait, what? Yeah, Landon Sampson's going to be a good one. I'm excited for Landon Sampson. Very excited. Yeah, Tin Roof, somebody commented earlier. Tin Roof's going to be a wild show tonight because there's still a lot to come. Shane Beamer will speak on everything at 4 o'clock. So I might be watching that from Tin Roof at 4 o'clock. Shane Beamer will speak on that. So it's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a fun night for sure. It's going to be a very fun night. Barry Edwards, any chance we flip a recruit today? Maybe not. Dude, I don't know. I think and I hope Shane Beamer's got something up his sleeve. William Corbs says, horrid day to be a cold beverage at the spring game. Boy, you're already thinking ahead of the spring game, my guy. That ain't even until April. Hell, we're going to be 3/4 of the way of baseball season. Let's see. TikTok SC, if Dion can flip number 1 to Jackson State, then anything is possible. Indeed, guys, again, we're talking on National Signing Day. The big news of the day in the morning, Jayshon Barham decommitting and signing with Maryland just days after committing the Gamecocks on Saturday. Also, huge news in regards to outside of recruiting. Jason Brown has entered the transfer portal, will not play in the bowl game. JJ Enigbare has declared for the draft, will not play in the bowl game. And Key Mullins has entered the transfer portal and certainly will not play in the bowl game either. So some big changes in regards to the Gamecocks roster going into the bowl game. And, of course, again, with signing day, adding on the Gamecocks. But, first thing, again, I'll say is this, and I'll have a clip on it basically right after this, but thank you, Jason Brown. No matter how you feel about it, should he have played in the bowl game, whatever, dude, thank you, Jason Brown, because I tell you what, without Jason Brown, you don't get to 6 wins, and a guy that overcame the odds and fought adversity, and I was one that was very critical of the guy and didn't think he was good enough to perform on this level and perform at the SEC level, and, he did enough. He did enough to get the job done for you, and so kudos to him. Kudos to him for doing that. Really, really good stuff. So thank you to Jason Brown. Again, the JJ Enigbare thing, not surprised. I mean, none of the news that dropped today outside of Jayshon Barham has been really surprising. None of it. So best of luck to JJ Enigbare. He and Quan White both pursuing the NFL. Kevin Harris has not said anything. I'll tell you this, though, guys, because Kevin Harris was asked yesterday, and he said, I know y'all don't. I'd be shocked if he comes back, man. At this point, I feel like if you're coming back, you just say so. You just say so. You just say, yeah, I'll be back next year. Or maybe he hadn't made up his mind. Who knows? Who knows? So, anyways, forgot I still followed one of my favorite things, guys, in a petty way. In a petty way. I say it in a petty way. One of my and it's your favorite thing too. One of my favorite things about recruiting and recruiting season is, and I don't do this much anymore. Like I really stopped following guys through the recruiting process, but I used to. Following guys on social media, and then when they don't commit to your school, they go somewhere else. Just slamming that unfollow button. Just slamming it. One of my simple joys in life. Just slamming the unfollow button. Just, you know what? Unfollow you, sir. Don't tweet at him. Just unfollow him. That's it. Just unfollow him. I don't know. That's me being petty, though. That's me being petty. Michael Samuels, what's Jordan Birch going to do? Play the bowl game and come back next year? I would assume so. Jeff Gullidge, no, I will not stream the Beamer presser at 4 because we're going live at Tin Roof at 5. So I'm going to need to be able to get to Tin Roof and get set up and so no, we'll be tuned in, but I'm not planning on like live streaming that or anything. SC Football Tube, yes, time for SC Basketball to collect the rent from little brother. Yes. Very excited for the game this weekend. Very excited. Tyler Knoll, feel like it's going to be the Lloyd and Juju show in the backfield next year and mixing a little Amos as well. Yeah, I feel good about the running back position. I'm not worried at all. We cocky, which defensive linemen return next year? I think the only ones that are gone are what? Enigbare, Jabari Ellis. maybe Pickens is leaning NFL. I have no idea. I have no idea. Whoever this 703 number is says, I have 2 bowl game tickets available if anyone is interested. He also asked, would Jason have been the quarterback for the bowl game if he had stayed? I mean, I would imagine so. I mean, I would imagine he'd have started at quarterback. Yeah. I would have imagined. Let's see. Whit Branham, what about Joyner? We've heard nothing on Joyner. Again, guys, guess is as good as mine. We've heard nothing about Joyner. We have heard nothing about Joyner. So, wow. An FSU fan tweeting at Deion Sanders. He is burning his signed Deion Sanders jersey. Wow. Wow. Jaleel Robinson, have not heard anything on Theo Weiss. We're all waiting. Yeah, we're all waiting on that. By the way, guys, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 558. Of course, your signing day primer and a breakdown of last night. By the way, Gamecock's getting a big win in basketball. So, but yeah, crazy day, man. It's wild. College football recruiting and college football as a whole has just completely changed. Jay Morris, any guys in particular you expect may transfer out that just haven't yet? Would not shock me if Dak Joyner hit the portal. I mean, outside of that, I mean, you never know. I mean, if there's guys that haven't played, maybe. Who just texted me? We've been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty. Who just texted me that? Who just texted me that? Yeah, no, so a Florida State fan is mad at Deion Sanders. Oh, they're showing Spencer Rattler highlights. Let's go. They're showing us right now on the 24/7. Showing us 23rd, 11th in the conference. 23rd, 11th in the conference. So, hey, here's what it is, man. Just need top 25 classes. Top 25 classes at USC and just develop. I don't think we're done yet. Of course, the big one's Spencer Rattler. The big one's Rattler and Stogner. That's the huge pieces there. So, get that car extended warranty. I don't know who that was. Preston White, has UNC had any opt-outs? The amount of players on our end has me a little worried about the result of the game. I'm not sure. I haven't noticed any. So, haven't noticed any. Haven't noticed any. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3337. We're going to take one final break, but we're continuing to take your questions, your comments, your calls, and more. And I want to continue to hear from you. Thoughts on National Signing Day, the Gamecocks class to this point. Also, big news regarding the Gamecocks roster, regarding Jason Brown, Jay Jenigbare, Key Mullins, and more. Want to hear all of your thoughts, guys. You can call in, you can text in, you can leave a comment, whatever you like. 843-790-3337. Some more your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Want to continue to hear from you, taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well here on this National Signing Day. National Signing Day. What a day. Like Christmas for college football fans. Let's see. Somebody says, didn't they say Bell was practicing at Washington for the bowl game? Who said that? Because I haven't heard that. But I mean, maybe he will be. I don't know. But I have not heard that from anybody yet. Let's see. P-Dot, respect to Sam Howell for playing. Yeah. I mean, listen, it's every player's individual decision. So some guys are going to play and some guys aren't. Some guys are going to play and some guys aren't. Bottom line. Tyler Noel, in your opinion, does Landon Sampson make an immediate impact as a freshman next year? Yes, I think he will play. Yeah, I think Landon Sampson's a good player, and I think he will play immediately for the Gamecocks. Yes. Yes. Aaron Gibson, per sources, we may be in contact with Jacob Copeland. It is per sources season. Just looking at the recruiting rankings right now, Georgia sits atop. Georgia, Bama, A&M, Ohio State, Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, North Carolina, Michigan, Oklahoma. The top 10. The 24/7. That's 24/7's rankings, by the way. That is 24/7's rankings. Let's see. Patrick Martis says, thoughts on Jayshawn Barham. I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm sure what happened, he committed to South Carolina, and people got in his ear and convinced him to stay home and what have you. I mean, it is what it is. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? Kid had a last-second change of heart, I guess. And, I mean, he is a Maryland kid. Listen, we benefited from flip season. We flipped Stone Blanton from Mississippi State to us. So it giveth and it taketh away. It giveth and it taketh away. So the Gamecocks right now, guys, in case you're wondering what the rankings are, South going to rank 21st on Rivals nationally and 23rd on 24/7 nationally, 11th in the SEC. Let's see. Let's go to ESPN. Does anybody look at ESPN's recruiting rankings? Anybody? Let's see. I can't even find their freaking recruiting rankings. They got them 21st. Listen, guys, a top 25 class is good enough to win. At South Carolina, you're going to have to be able to develop. And you're going to have to, when you get those 3 stars, you're going to have to hit. I mean, you look at how Steve Spurrier recruited. We weren't recruiting top 10 classes on an annual basis. They weren't doing that. But all the 5 stars we got panned out, and the 3 stars turned into superstars. So, again, it's like being card counters at the blackjack table, folks. You got to be master talent evaluators and master talent developers. We've said that over and over and over and over again. So, Tom McClellan, I would assume Rattler will be on the sideline for the bowl game. I have no idea. I have no idea in that regard. I don't even know what the rules are. Can he do that? I don't know. Either way, guys, we got less than 10 minutes to go. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Want to continue to hear from you. What a day it's been, man. Of course, the Jayshawn Barham news, that was the big news of the morning. Followed by Jason Brown officially entering the transfer portal. J.J. Igbare will not play in the bowl game to pursue the NFL, which, again, is not surprising. Key Mullins has then since into the transfer portal. So what a wild week this has been. I mean, just a crazy week. Crazy week. You know, people ask me all the time, Chris, how do you not run out of stuff to talk about? I'm like, have you followed Gamecock athletics for more than like a day? I mean, there's always something to talk about, especially for the diehard. There's always something to talk about. It's insane. Thank God, right? Thank God. Yeah, Brack, that's crazy, right? 23rd nationally, 11th in the SEC. Christian Carver, I wish we could get to a point someday that we could get a bunch of 5 stars and make an immediate impact and play immediately. I mean, I hear you. You got to build players. Those top-notch 5-star guys, they want to go places they can win a championship. So you got to win. You got to win too, man. That helps. That helps bring the 5 stars. You got to win. Tennessee right now sitting 16th overall. So, I mean, but dude, all right, hear me out, guys. Here's the thing. We have the 23rd ranked class, and our average player rating is at 0.87. Tennessee's is a 0.88. So, I mean, what is the difference? I mean, are we not splitting hairs here? Kinda. Are you not splitting hairs when it comes to these rankings? I mean, if one school finishes 20th and the other school finishes 25th, was the 20th class that much better than the 25th class? I mean, Darrell Wall Jr. says, we were 75th last year in recruiting. Fast forward a year now, we're top 25. Wow, simply outstanding work by Beamer and his staff. Yeah, I don't know if there's I don't know how to view the transfer portal side of things. I know it's on here somewhere. I don't know. Anyways, but it's just so funny because people get so obsessed with these rankings. They get so obsessed. I mean, and I get it. I understand why. But it's like, again, how much difference is there between the 15th class and the 20th class? Tyler Watt says, listen, these stars mean nothing, and I know you will agree. I mean, last big star quarterback was Blake Mitchell, and I remember how that turned out. Tyler, stars aren't everything, but I will disagree with you. The last big star quarterback we had was Steven Garcia. He was a very, very highly touted, coming out of Tampa. Very highly touted. So, I mean, I know he's a 4-star, not a 5, but anyway, I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. Drew Easterday, Van, Bell, and Sampson is a good starting group for next year. SC Scout guy. Yeah, Connor Mitch was highly recruited. You are correct. Yes. Another highly touted guy at the quarterback position that did not pan out for the Gamecocks. So it has been a whirlwind at quarterback. There's no question. It's been an absolute whirlwind at quarterback. Again, what a just crazy day. I mean, again, this is a day you dream of as a content creator because things are just flying right now. But, man, this is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Caden Gibson, it's weird to think about, but Carolina's had a lot of 4-star quarterbacks recently. Yeah, tons. Darrell Wall Jr., 0 top ESPN 300 players last year, got 4 now this year with Barham out. Yeah, I mean, listen, the Jayshon Barham news does suck. It hurts. With Barham, I mean, you're definitely top 20, I would say. You're definitely top 20. But got a little crick in the old shoulder there. Let's see. Again, guys, Shane Beamer will speak at 4 o'clock. Shane Beamer speaking at 4 o'clock on YouTube. We won't stream it, but we will go live at 5 o'clock from Tin Roof. So I'll give my full reactions to signing day, everything that Shane Beamer said in his presser, and we'll take your questions as well. I mean, it's going to be one hell of a day, one hell of a night, a great time. Keith Parker, no new update on Theo Wees, at least from me. I have not seen anything. I think we're all still kind of waiting. So Tyler Knoll, do y'all forget Luke Doty was a 4-star and the number 84 overall ranked prospect at a high school? If that's not highly touted, I don't know what is. He was the 4th best quarterback overall as well. And y'all are all writing him off because Rattler's here. Luke isn't going to lay down and let Spencer just take the job. Tyler Knoll, I mean, I don't disagree with you. I like Luke Doty. Spencer Rattler's the starting quarterback. He didn't come here from Oklahoma to sit the bench, and he won't sit the bench. And I like Luke Doty. I like Luke Doty a lot. He's not even in the same galaxy as Spencer Rattler when it comes to quarterbacks. Just not even the same galaxy, my friend. I hate to tell you, but and I like Luke Doty. I like Luke Doty a lot. The talent doesn't compare. The talent does not compare. So let's call it for what it is. Call a spade a spade. SC Scout guy, how the hell is Missouri recruiting so well? How's Kentucky recruiting so well? But they are. It's the SEC, man. Hey, guess what? Everybody else is trying to win too. We're not the only school that's trying to win. So Caden Gibson, no one's talking basketball, but Frank needs to let Mike Green play some more minutes. Dude is a straight-up bucket getter. Hey, I'm down, man. Why not? Mike Green, let's do it. Mike Green. Again, guys, just a couple of minutes to go. What is this? We got like spam in the YouTube chat. Well, Coach Ford, UK is winning. You're correct. They went 9-3 this year. Their coach is in his 9th year. So, yeah, they should be recruiting well. Gordon Spivey. Yeah, I think Spencer will probably be here for a year and go to the draft, which would be a great thing for us, by the way, guys. Great. Hey, that'll be a success. He gets drafted all of a sudden, you know, other big-time quarterbacks look at South Carolina and say, hey, I can go there, get drafted, achieve all I want to achieve, and, you know, the rest is history. So, again, guys, hey, we're about to wrap up here. Like I said, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, full breakdown of signing day, as well as a recap of last night's basketball game. Guys, content is bleeding out the eyeballs. Shane Beamer will speak at 4 o'clock to round up signing day. We are at Tin Roof at 5 o'clock. We will go live until probably about, 6:45-ish or so. Then Shane Beamer, call-in show, 7 to 8. So, again, guys, we are rocking. We are rolling here on this Wednesday, December the 15th, 2021. Guys, appreciate you all. Your love and support, tuning into all the content all day long. It's been a blast streaming live all day long for you guys. But again, we've hit 2 o'clock. So, guys, hey, if you're in the city, come on out to Tin Roof. Going to be one hell of a time. Really excited to talk again this signing class, all the news from today. And again, take your questions, your comments, everything else, guys. Again, hey, I'm out of here. Appreciate you all tuning in. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you tonight